smothering that joint. You was not letting it happen.
Listen, have you seen what his uppercut has done to people twice my size?
Do you have any go-to pump-up songs? During your camp, do you have any songs that you like to listen to pump you up?
Funeral music, okay?
In 2024, the surgeon has carved a remarkable path in boxing, showcasing a dazzling blend of charisma, skill, and confidence. This year, he made headlines by claiming the IBF International Light Heavyweight title, displaying his prowess with a masterful performance against Nigeria's Ezra Enria. With only a fraction of his full intensity, the surgeon dismantled Enria, proving his dominance in the ring. His electrifying presence and versatile skills have set arenas ablaze and elevated him to superstar status. As he prepares to dissect his next opponent with precise technique, let's reflect on his meteoric rise and his impact on the light heavyweight division. From the opening bell, Whittaker's flashy style and showboating created significant challenges for Ezra Enria. Whittaker's approach, marked by hands held low and soaring confidence, played right into the surgeon's tactical hands. By round 2, the surgeon had begun to dominate, capitalizing on Whittaker's risky strategy. Though rounds 4 through 6 were quieter, with less action from both fighters.
What do you say to people who say you're too old to be fighting?
Why don't we start with Mike? Go ahead.
I think the people that said that wish they were up here.
Whittaker's occasional flashes of brilliance still managed to shine through. Despite his impressive bursts of skill, he struggled to maintain momentum against the precise and methodical onslaught of the surgeon. As the fight progressed, the surgeon's surgical precision continued to assert control in the ring. Whittaker's occasional flashes of brilliance were enough to ignite frustration in Ezra Enria, prompting the Nigerian fighter to resort to desperate tactics. In a last-ditch effort to turn the tide, Enria began headbutting and elbowing, actions that led to a point deduction. Despite his frustration, Whittaker remained elusive, continuing to evade the surgeon's attacks. In the final moments of the fight, Whittaker unleashed a flurry of punches, throwing everything he had, metaphorically the kitchen sink, at Enria in a bid for a dramatic finish. However, Enria managed to survive the onslaught by retreating and running until the bell rang, securing a temporary reprieve. The fight ended with Whittaker's spirited but...
Okay, I looked it up. Mike Tyson is 220 pounds.
That's 1 pound less than his optimal weight.
And Jake Paul is about 200 pounds. He's got about 20 pounds.
Are you kidding me? He's only 200?
Yeah.
Oh, gee. This is worse than I thought.
That was his last fight. That's what he weighed in as.
White's warning was accompanied by a litany of cautionary remarks.
I'm sorry, I don't see how Jake pulls this off. I see Mike Tyson punching him in the body, and I don't see how Jake stops that. Jake is not of the size to give Mike a problem. Mike can be, big guys would hold Mike. Guys with long reach that outweigh him. Yeah. I think people that's Mike's weight, with Mike's center of gravity, I don't think there's anything that's going to stop him.
While Paul...
ultimately insufficient rally, leaving the surgeon in control as the bout concluded. After 10 rounds of intense action, Whittaker was declared the winner and the new IBF International Light Heavyweight Champion. Just 2 months before his decisive victory over Ezra Enria, Whittaker had proven his skill by decisively defeating a formidable opponent, Liam Willings. Demonstrating the levels of his boxing prowess, Whittaker showcased his mastery of the drunken boxing style.
Back and forth.
If you ever had a pit bull puppy,
Yes.
and they try to play with other dogs, they don't know how to play. They forget and start fighting. It's just in their blood. They
It's
can't
in their
help it.
bloodline.
And people don't
Exactly.
understand that. People always say, that's just in their blood. Just like
Period.
the game rooster. Just like the little colorful fish they sell at the fair. If you put 2 of them fish in the tank, they're
Oh,
gonna
one
kill
of them
each other.
gonna die.
That's just what, some things in life are like that.
Yeah.
Some people in life are like that.
Period.
Mike Tyson has pit bull mentality. He don't know how to play.
Jones Jr.
delivering brutal combinations while fluidly dancing around the ring like a ballerina. His performance against Willings was a testament to his exceptional abilities and strategic versatility.
But it's exhibition. Exhibition. No headgear. Exhibition. Judges.
It's still Mike Tyson.
And exhibition.
Yeah.
Mike Tyson, who knocked Corey Sanders down in the first round of an exhibition back in 2004.
Correct.
So what is your definition of an exhibition? Because going in the ring with Mike Tyson has nothing exhibitionist about it.
No, he doesn't have that in him. When you watch him spar, his sparring was fights.
Nothing exhibition.
Versatility, setting the stage for his subsequent triumph. Round 1 was a grueling ordeal for Liam Willings, who endured a relentless barrage of punches to both head and body. By round 3, the fight turned chaotic as Whittaker unleashed a flurry of blows, overwhelming Willings and taunting him in the process. Despite a valiant effort to rally in the later rounds, Willings' comeback was futile, akin to closing the stable door after the horse had bolted. Whittaker continued to dismantle Willings throughout the fight, securing a victory on points and earning respect from his opponent. This win solidified Whittaker's rising star status, signaling his potential to deliver iconic moments in the ring, including dramatic knockouts like his famous bout against Kedja. Remarkably,
Manuel, Mike Tyson, he's fighting Jake Paul. What are your expectations for that big fight in Dallas, Texas?
I think it's going to be a good fight. I mean, you know, Mike Tyson, what he does is two-dimensional. He's going to come at you, trying to knock you out. Now, you got to try and stay away from him, stay away from his power. I seen him working out the other day, and he throws some good combinations. So those 6-punch combinations, he has to make sure, I'm talking Jake Paul, make sure that he's not in the way of those punches, because Tyson's a real fighter.
Despite his impressive performance, Whittaker admitted to having endured a difficult training camp, underscoring his resilience and determination in overcoming adversity. Whittaker burst out of the gate like a force of nature, sending Kedjaya to his knees early in the fight. Jaya's defenses crumbled under Whittaker's relentless barrage as his punches created an unrelenting flood of damage. Whittaker's performance against Stephen Daj was even more impressive, with his dynamic movement and rhythmic punching dominating the first rounds.
He's fighting a legendary, iconic fighter. A guy who's one of the greatest punchers in heavyweight history, one of the greatest punchers ever with either hand, and one of the greatest combinations of speed and power. Yeah, he's 58 years old. Yeah, the end of his career wasn't too good before he got out. But one of the last things that go with a fighter is his power.
After a heated exchange at the end of round 2, Whittaker shifted into beast mode and entered round 3 with a newfound intensity. His aggressive approach and determination
This is a very dangerous fight for Paul.
Interesting.
I think he might be making a mistake.
Underscored his rising prowess in the ring, showcasing his ability to adapt and escalate his performance when needed. After knocking Kedjaya to one knee, Whittaker could have gone for the kill, but he chose to showboat, shattering Jaya's confidence before finishing him with a precise knockout. Whittaker's fight against Vladimir Balushi further highlighted his potential as one of Britain's greatest light heavyweights. In this bout, he excelled in both their punch-off and a dance-off, moving fluidly around his opponent. By round 3, Whittaker had his foot on the gas, intensifying the pressure as Balushi...
Real quick, everyone wants to know your take, man. Jake Paul, Mike Tyson, who you got?
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson all day? You're the man.
Diaz initially brushed.
Sought to respond, demonstrating Whittaker's dominance and versatility in the ring. Round after round, Whittaker relentlessly pounded his opponent, treating him like a punching bag. By round 8, the Slavic fighter was as soft as a ripe tomato, and Whittaker's assault turned him into mincemeat. Similarly, Whittaker dispatched Jordan Grant with ease, showcasing his...
That respected one person.
Yes.
And anybody else at any given time feared the fuck out of this pit bull. Because nobody else knew, hey man, hey,
yeah,
somebody got to get this, hey, what is this with? Who? Until this day, if I see Mike, there's a little nervousness for no reason.
For sure.
And it's not like he's coming in with this thing like I'm killing everybody. No, but
he's gentle.
He's the most loving man in the world. You talk to him, he's soft spoken, but there's still a little thing like, hey, is Mike gonna hit me?